What is up guys, welcome back for another video of Diablo 3, and in this video I will be talking about the Crusader build, and it is the Hammerdin build. So, well, I saw someone clearing a Great Rift 98 with it on the leaderboard, and it is a pretty strong build. It is a little bit squashy because, well, you can die pretty fast, but your damage output is amazing. Just keep watching, and I'm pretty sure if you watch this video then you can climb the leaderboard pretty fast with this build. So let's get started. So for this build you need all the 6 pieces of the light set. So we put everything on. There we go. So when you got all the 6 pieces, you will get the 6th bonus, increase the damage of Blasted Hammer by 1250% and Falling Sword by 500%. So this is just increasing the damage that we can do. So for the 4th set piece bonus, you take 50% less damage for 8 seconds after landing with Falling Sword. So if you cast this Falling Sword, you get 8 seconds damage reduction. For the next item, we are using the Traveler's Pledge, and this doesn't work without the Compass Rose, so we use both of these items, and that will give us 50% damage reduction while moving, and if we are standing still, the damage will increase by 100%. So that's the reason why we are using these two. For the other ring, we are using Justice Lantern, because this is a little bit a glass cannon build, so we need some damage reduction, and this one will help us with that. So for the weapon, we are using Joanna's Argument, and this one will increase the attack speed and damage of Blasted Hammer by 100%. So it increases the damage and it increases the speed, so that's just the weapon that we need. For the braces, we are using Gabriel's Fan Braces. So when you Blasted Hammer hits 3 or fewer enemies, 75% of its wrath cost is refunded. So you will get 75% wrath points back, and as you can see, it lowers pretty fast. So you need these braces. For the shield, we are using Guards of Joanna. Yes. Blasted Hammer damage is increased by 228% in my case for the first 3 enemies it hits. So, well, this is just again increasing the damage, and that's what we need. For the belt, we are using Sacred Harness. Judgment gains the effect of the Debilitate rune and is cast at your landing location when casting Falling Sword. So again, this is making sure that we can survive. For the legendary gems, we are using Bane of the Trapped. This will increase the damage against everybody. For the higher the legendary gem is, the more damage you do, and it also activates itself, so this one just increases your damage. Bane of the Stricken, this is our Guardian Killer. And Gokok of Swiftness, in my case it is pretty low because I didn't level this gem yet, and well, we will do that in the future. Anyway, this gem will give you more attack speed, more dodge chance, and it can stake up to 50 times, and also 1% cooldown reduction per stake of swiftness you have. So you have to make sure that you have 15 stakes at all times. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen because, well, it will eventually, you won't hit anybody and then it's just gone, then you have to do it all over again, but it goes pretty fast, so don't worry about that. So for the gems, we are using Flawless Ameti, what is it, what, that one, whatever, oh my god, that sounds terrible. So we are using that, and only we use that because we get more lives. For the rest, we want to use diamonds for more toughness. And for the weapon, we are using an Emerald Gem for the critical hit damage. So then we go to the Knight's Cube. We are using Fateful Memory. Each enemy hit by falling sword increases the damage of Blessed Hammer by 60% for 10 seconds. Maximum stakes, 10 stakes. So you want to cast your falling sword in a group of monsters, and when you do that, then you get the most damage out of this weapon. So if you hit 10 monsters with your falling sword, you'll get 600% increased damage, and that is a lot of damage. For the next item, we are using Hammer Jammers. Enemies take 400% increased damage from your Blessed Hammer for 10 seconds after you hit with a blind, immobilize, or stun. So again, this is making sure that we are getting increased damage, and in this case 400% increased damage, and that is a lot of damage. And for the last item, we are using Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. Reduce the remaining cooldown of one of your skills by 1 second when you hit with a resource spanning attack. So when we are using Blessed Hammer, it will hit monsters, and your cooldowns will just get reduced. You will get cooldown reduction on all of your skills. So for the skills, we are using Blessed Hammer Limitless. When a hammer hits an enemy, there is a 50% chance that a new hammer will be created at the location of the enemy hit. This can only occur once per hammer. We are spamming those hammers a lot. We are getting red back, and it gets probably doubled because of this limitless thing that we have. So use this one, Blessed Hammer Limitless. Iron Skin will make sure that we get some damage absorbing, 50% damage absorbing of all incoming damage for 4 seconds. So that is what you want. And if you take damage while Iron Skin is active, your movement speed is increased by 60% for 5 seconds, and you can move through enemies unhindered. So this is also one of the things that you need. Falling Sword, Flurry, well, we talked about that. A Flurry of Swords is summoned at the impact location, dealing 230% weapon damage as holy, hurling enemies around and incapacitating them for 5 seconds. And also launch yourself into the heavens and come crashing down on your enemies, dealing 700% weapon damage as holy to everything within 14 yards of where you land. So that is what you want. Laws of Valor, click critical. So this will give you more increased attack speed and 50% increased critical hit damage. And also the passive gives you more attack speed. So that is also what you want to spam those hammers faster. Provoke, well, when you are getting a little bit low on red, you can just hit this one, and then you get you will reduce the movement speed of enemies, and you also slow their movement speed, and you are decreasing their attack speed. By the way, I said movement speed by 50%, but it is attack speed by 50% and movement speed by 80%, and you are getting your red back. Accurate Champion, well, everybody knows that. If you saw my other videos, I'm a big fan of this one. Accurate Champion Prophet, this one will make sure that you got a second life, and it gives you more armor, and it gives you increased damage. So make sure you have that. And it also gives you red regeneration by 5 for 20 seconds. So again, Accurate Champion Prophet, that is what you need, and you need it. So for the passive skills, we are using Fervor. Leave a comment below if you know how to pronounce this word, because I've got no idea how to pronounce it. Is it Fervor? Is it Fever? What is it? Anyway, let's get back to what it does. Your attack speed is increased by 15%, and your all cooldowns are reduced by 15%. So this one will give you more attack speed and more cooldown reduction. Holy Cause. The amount of damage dealt by your weapon is increased by 10%. Whenever you deal holy damage, you'll heal up to 1% of your total life. That is the reason why we want vitality on our items, but I will come back to that later. And that is also the reason why you want increased health percentage on your helmet. So Blunt, increase the damage of Justice and Blessed Hammer by 20%. And as last, you need indestructible or binary. It is your choice. So binary gives you 1.5 strength for every gem socket into your gear, and indestructible, well, when you receive fatal damage, you instead become immune to damage, gain 35% increased damage, and gain life per kill for 5 seconds. So you have to choose which one will benefit you. I would go for indestructible. So let's start which stage you want on your gear. So let's start with the shoulders. You need strength, vitality, cooldown. If you want to go glass cannon, you can go for area damage. And if you want to go for more toughness, you can go for all resist. For the helm, you want strength, critical chance, hammer damage, and a 1 socket. For your necklace, you want holy damage, critical chance, critical damage, and a socket. For your gloves, you want strength, critical chance, critical damage, and vitality. For your chest, you want strength, vitality, and life percentage. For your braces, you want holy damage, strength, vitality, critical chance, or if you don't have enough life per hit, go for life per hit. For both of your rings, you want a socket, strength, critical chance, and damage. And you can also switch one for cooldown reduction, area damage, or attack speed. It depends on what you want to do. For your belt, you want strength, vitality, and again, life percentage, and all resist. For your pants, you want strength, vitality, armor, or all resist. For your boots, you want strength, vitality, all resists, and blessed hammer damage. For your weapon, you want weapon damage, strength, life per hit, or cooldown reduction. For your shield, you want strength, critical chance, blessed hammer damage, and vitality, or area damage if you want to do more damage against everybody. And that was this build. Well, if you are using this build, let me know what Great Rift you are doing. I'm pretty sure you will climb the leaderboard pretty fast. And well, if you like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I want to thank all of you who watched this video. I wish you good luck, and then we'll see you guys in the next video. Alright?